So I just watched Arcane Act 3 and I am really impressed. I know I said in my Act 2 review that I was like, wow, they beat my expectations, but holy crap, there are some scenes, specifically one particular one in mind where the art style completely changes in a way that is just so impressive. And my partner and I were absolutely wowed by it. I really want to be clear. I'm not just kissing ass because I like League of Legends. I am one of those people that I criticize almost everything, and I criticize almost everything I like. The more I like something, the more critical I am of it. But there was something done here with Arcane Season 1 that is just amazing. When I look at all three acts together, I really see what their vision was and what they were going for, and how in every single act they added something that was like a new moment of artistic expression. If you were to remove League of Legends completely from this, it would still be an amazing piece of production. And I think that is why I am so excited that it exists. When it comes to media, we haven't had a real breath of fresh air in like the animation world and the storytelling world in a while. There's things, people do stuff a little differently. They try to innovate, but there was a thing that was done here that was so unique in the way it told a story visually, the way they used different art styles to represent different mental states, relationship dynamics, and things to that effect. Whether it's the position characters were in, or the angles that they were at, or the transition of different shots to represent something. It was everything I learned in film school projected masterfully onto a canvas. And I know that this story couldn't have been told in any form other than the way this was done. Could it have been live action? Could it have been 2D animation? Absolutely. But the 3D animation, the angles, the art style, the textures, it all created an environment, an experience that we wouldn't have had otherwise. It's the way that it's done, the backgrounds, the costumes. None of those things would have lived up to our expectations as a live action experience, and it wouldn't have quite captured the kinds of scenes or the kinds of shots that we were getting if it was two-dimensional. This might sound like a big, blowjob on Riot's latest creation, but I just really was impressed with Act 3. In fact, I would argue that Act 3 was the most impressive in using visual storytelling, and I just can't wait to see what they do, because it's very clear, based on the story, that they intend to do a season 2. There's a lot to tell here, and in fact, the ending left more questions than answers. So there's no way they're not going to continue. My biggest fear is that they left it that way, but that they're not going to release this in a timely manner, that season 2 isn't going to come for a long time. And maybe I'm wrong, but there is sort of a risk that you're taking with a project like this, and often a season 2 doesn't get into production until they know if the season 1 does well. I really hope that's not the case. I really hope that they're going to have this lined up for another big release in a more reasonable time frame, because I see a lot of momentum here. People love this, and people I know who have never really been that interested in League are now downloading it. My community, I've talked about it before. I play a lot of League, but I don't play it on stream. And a lot of people, they know I like it, but they don't play it. They're not interested. And then they watched Arcane. They watched my reviews, so they gave Arcane a chance. They really liked Arcane, and now they're downloading it and playing it when they previously weren't interested. This entire project has had its complete intended effect of making people very interested in this universe that Riot has created. And I really hope they capitalize on that. I hope they keep it going, because I am super excited by this. I could pick apart a couple scenes here and there. I know I would immediately get shit for it, because nobody likes when I have the slightest of criticism, but I think they're valid. Nobody is a perfect storyteller. And I think that there are areas where I hope they recognize a little hiccup here or there, pacing, and maybe do more with that. But as a total art experience, it is just so exciting to have a video game adaptation animation be so thoroughly good that I see myself in the mirror going, man, I want there to be more. Like this look on my face of I'm desperate for more of this, and I'm logging into League just to play more of it. I'm a Trundle main in the jungle, but I want to learn to play Vi now just because Vi was great. I really want to like play her now. It's too bad I don't really like ADC, or I'd play, Jinx. But the whole experience was just really, really great, and I'm really excited to see more. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you haven't watched it yet, please do, and let me know in the comments below what you thought of Act 3. What do you think about Season 2? What do you think of some of the reveals that were in there? No spoilers from me, but if you already watched it, I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments below. And hey, if you don't know, I also stream on Twitch. So if you want to come by and talk to me in chat about what your opinions were of Arcane, go check me out over on twitch.tv/thegreatskeletonman. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.